Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So I hit 200 subs. Yippee! Yeah, 200 subs. That's cool. So because I hit 200 subs, I'm gonna finally cover the last film in the Jurassic Park series that I haven't reviewed in any of my other videos. That of course being Jurassic Park, DOG. I specifically saved to talk about this film specifically when I hit 200 subs because I can. That's all I really have to say for why I'm doing this. But yes, Jurassic Park, the absolutely iconic film from 1993 based on a novel from 1990. I'm pretty sure the novel was released in 1990. I'm not really sure right now, but I'm too lazy to Google it. Yeah. This film is really good. Amazing. In fact, I consider it to be one of the best films ever made. Like, that's not even me being biased or anything. Which that does have a little bit of in the film, or in my review, but hey, the film is just good. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the cast is stacked. Like, looking at the cast, there's Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough, Samuel L. Jackson, Jesus Christ, Samuel L. Jackson. Like, there's a lot of famous people in this movie, and honestly, this movie kind of makes some of them popular. I'm not saying this film is the reason why some of these people are popular. I'm just saying they might have made them more popular. Another thing I have to mention is that the animation of the dinosaurs, it still looks amazing to this day. Like, this is 1993 and this shit still looks really good. Like, look at that. Look at that. Also, I have to mention, the use of animatronics in this film is also amazing, because not only do you get these amazing scenes with animation, which would possibly not have been possible besides from, like, I don't know, stop motion. Which, fun fact, they were going to use stop motion, but they decided to change it to GCI. I cannot say the VFX. Yeah, that. But you also get great animatronics. It's a perfect blend of the two that I'm gonna be honest, the newer Jurassic Park films just don't really use that as much. So, yeah, I'm really sad about that, but it's still nice to see these animatronics in use in the original film. Another thing that's great about this film is that it has a really interesting plot. You know, the first half of the movie is, just the main characters get onto the island and experience the dinosaurs for the first time, and them having like, oh wow, this is amazing. But the first scene in the movie, it has a person getting eaten by a raptor, which, I mean, shows that this park may look good on the surface, but it has some problems, and they really show themselves in the halfway mark with the T-Rex, the whole escaping thing. After that point, the whole park falls apart, and they realize that maybe a park full of dinosaurs wasn't a good idea or something. There's actually a line in the movie said by the GOAT Ian Malcolm, which we'll get into later, that basically summarized the entire lore of the movie. So, in the movie, they're like in the labs, seeing like the baby raptor, and like Alan, John Hammond and Dr. Henry Wu are talking, and Malcolm says, quote, your scientists were too busy figuring out if they could, they never stopped to think if they should. Which, if you actually dissect that line, you start to think about it. Just think about it. You can basically summarize the first part of the movie as the first part of the line. Your scientists were too busy figuring out if they could, because they found out they could, and they have created dinosaurs, and it's wow. But then everything after the T-Rex escape is the rest of the part of that line being they never thought to think they should. Which, yeah, they should have thought something like this would have happened. But they didn't. The scientists thought that they should, to create these dinosaurs and make money off of it. But because John Hammond spared no expense or something, the park fell apart, mainly due to Dennis Nedry. But yeah, the real deep themes in this movie. The whole not play God thing. Yeah, I think that's a really important lesson that we should we should teach. Just don't play God and don't mess with nature. Like, don't bring back species that have been extinct for like millions of years. I mean, it's fine if they were extinct like 10 or so years ago, but millions of years ago, yeah, I think the Earth moved on without their absence. Also, I want to mention the line. There's also a line E.O. Malcolm says that perfectly summarized my entire thoughts on Jurassic Park 3.
That is one big pile of shit.
Okay, I want to mention something right quick. The Dilophosaurus in the film, he's kind of like the hero of the story, kinda, because, the whole killing Dennis Nedry, that whole thing, the Dilo just straight up killed that man, and I mean, like, he was gonna steal, like, a bunch of, the DNA, the bunch of DNA for, like, Biosyn or something, so, like, hey, technically hero of the movie. That's all I'm saying. Also, speaking of the Dilo, I got something to show y'all. Look at this thing. It's a little Dilo plush. Got this thing from like Dave and Buster's. Yeah, that's kind of all. I just wanted to show this guy. Just wanted to show this little guy. He's just a little guy. He wouldn't do anything bad. But yeah, I think it's a perfect segue into the dinosaurs in the movie. There were the Velociraptors, the Brachiosaurus, the Parasaurolophus, even though it barely appears in the film, the Triceratops, the T-Rex, the Dilo, and the Gallimimuses. Gallimimi? I don't know, man. All these dinosaurs look good. It doesn't really matter if they're paleo accurate or not, especially this guy right here. But they still look. They're just iconic. They're just iconic designs. I mean, what else can I say? They're just iconic. There's so many. This film is just so iconic. Like, there's almost every single scene in the movie is just iconic scene after iconic scene after iconic scene after iconic scene. Like, I mentioned the cast earlier, but their acting is good. I don't remember any, like, bad acting. Hell, not even Dennis Nedry has a bad scene. I don't think. And that guy is literally a dickhead. He's actually an asshole. Like, come on, dude. This, look, man. I like this film. Okay, it's a hyper it's something I like. I'm passionate into this thing. I love this film, and it just has good stuff in it. Like, okay, look, I don't even know what to say at this point. Look, I like Jurassic Park. If you're watching this video, you probably like Jurassic Park. What more do you want me to say? So yeah, that's the review. Jurassic Park is peak. 10 out of 10. I don't know what else you want me to say. I don't know what you expect me to say. Jurassic Park's the best film in the Jurassic Park franchise. That's not even a debate. That is just an objective fact. Like, after rewatching The Lost World, I honestly think it got really close to capturing the same, like, greatness as the first film. Hell, it might even be on par with the first film, but no, Jurassic Park is still the best one. Yeah, that's basically it. Anyways, I'm just gonna hang out with this little guy over here because me and him are chill, right, bud? Anyways, once again, thank y'all for 200 subs. So yeah, see you on the next one.